Hello and welcome back to the channel. You join us here on New Year's Eve of 2023. We play a home game against Sutton Coldfield today in what will be a triple header episode. We'll start off with a game against Sutton Coldfield, Walsall Wood and then Belper. Since you were last with us on that defeat against Coventry United, we've gone unbeaten. We beat Boston Town 2-1, Walsall Wood 2-0, Shepshed 3-0, 1-1 draw against Carlton, 2-0 victory over Newark, 2-0 victory over Dunstable, 3-2 victory over Longbuckby, 1-1 with Histon and Wisbech, and then 3-0 victories against Cambridge City and Bedworth United. Today, as I say, we take on Sutton Coldfield, who sit in 12th, Walsall Wood and Belper. Walsall Wood sit in 8th and Belper sit in 16th. We're now top of the table and we're 5 points clear, and we have a game in hand over second placed Histon. Kind of a bit of a turnaround after that absolutely shocking episode last time out where we lost 3 of the 4 games, getting absolutely hammered in 2 of them. But we turned that around very quickly with the victory against Boston. And then it just went from there, and we just slowly built on it. There's been a little bit of transfer news since you were last with me. We have seen Chris Hughes come in from Notts County, finally using that affiliate club to our advantage. He's an attacking midfielder. He has some decent numbers as well, a lot of yellows there. Very brave, very fit player as well. So he's come in, he's played a couple of games for us. And going out, Samuel Nsumbu decided that he wanted out. So he had about 20 clubs in for him. He finally made the move to go to Stowmarket. We brought Toby Raisin back from his loan deal at Lingfield. So we're not too weak there because we now have the partnership of Hugo Jenkinson and Lewis Hutchins. Hugo Jenkinson is out of the next game. In terms of the stats, Oscar Massey's got 8, Era Jackson Jr.'s got 8, Connor Benson's got 5, DJ Alama's got 4. So everyone's chipping in with goals. We haven't got one out-and-out goal scorer this season, so everyone is doing the business. We also are looking at trying to bring in another centre-back, hopefully from Notts County, but at the moment it's proving a bit more of an issue than it's worth. Also, we've got bids in for Scott Reese to go out on loan, and Morgan Piper's got some loan bids and some transfer bids in. It took a while to get him out of the club, but finally we should be doing that. As for today's game, the team is as followed. We're keeping it very simple, very steady at the moment. It's Boyd in goal, it's Warren, it's Raisin, it's Hutchins and Tallow, Douglas and Fenton in the midfield, DJ Alama on the left, Jackson Jr. on the right, and Hughes playing just behind Massey. We need to keep this good run of form going. We need to be able to do it on camera. So it's Hinckley Leicester Road versus Sutton Coldfield. Martin into Dwyer. Dwyer now trying to get into the box, back to Martin. Crossing, McDonough's there and he heads in. And not a great sign that we concede 40 minutes in to the opening game of the episode. I'm not sure what to say here. We've been on such a good run of form, and 14 minutes in, it's just a simple cross into the far stick, and McDonough is free to head the ball in, and it's 1-0. McDonough now the goal scorer. Getting down the left-hand side, he'll try and get the cross in. He does get the cross in, and it's another header. And what is going on here? Sutton Coldfield, who are 12th in the table, have gone 2-0 up. And we have just been absolutely bossed out in those wide positions and aerially in the box. Marseille with a fantastic header into the top corner, and it's 2-0. Right, finally attacking highlight for us. DJ Alama gives the ball back to Warren, into Hughes. He'll try and get the cross in. He goes towards the far stick. Jackson Jr. heads it back, and Mackenzie Lyle can easily collect that. And it might not even be our highlight after saying that, as Mackenzie Lyle will look long for Marseille. He gets the flick on. Martin's going to get there first. In the right wing position, ball to the far stick, Tack heads it away, knocked down to McDonough, goes past his man, he'll try and square it, he does. Martin's there, it's another cross, it's another header. We've conceded 3 goals. I have no words for this. We have been dreadful. Right now, thrown on the near side into Owen. Gives it back to Dwight, gets across in, McDonough gets up for it, headed away. Owen will pick it up again into Martin. Van, Jarvis now. Lovely little triangles played and can be collected by Hughes, and he goes all the way back to Boyd, and Warren now can bring it out from the left fullback position. Looks upfield. Again, it's a long ball, and every time we try and play that long ball, it's cut out, and it's tackled by Fenton. I'm surprised there wasn't a foul given there. McDonough picks it up, squares it across. Marseille 4-0. I swear we're a good team. I promise we're a good team. What the hell has happened today to us? We have just collapsed. We got beaten 5-0 on camera in the last episode. We're going to get beaten 4-0 on camera in this episode. There's no words to be said here. Sutton Coldfield aren't a great side, and we've been beaten 4-0. 3 crosses, 3 headers, and that simple tap in there in the last couple of minutes. And I've got no words for that. We've been beaten 4-0 at home, and that is an absolutely dreadful display. So let's try and not get into a bad run of form here. We played an away game against Walsall Wood, who sit in 8th place in the table. Team is Boyd, Campbell, Jenkinson, Hutchins and Anakin, Williams and Fenton in midfield, Benson on the left, Rollins on the right, and DJ Alamo playing just behind Massey. A couple of changes made from the last game. Let's get into it, because that was just not good enough. The players seemed motivated when I got into them after the game, which is a good sign. We just need to back it up now and put in a good performance in this game. Couldn't quite remember how many changes I'd made, but when you get that screen come up after you click the submit team, 6 changes we made to the defeat last time out, and we've started this game a lot better. A lot better stats wise, 4 shots, 2 on target, up to 6 and 3 now, really restricting Walsall Wood to nothing. That doesn't mean anything with this side at the moment. We could easily go and concede a goal against the run of play. First highlight of the game though, Benson puts the ball in, headed away, and Russon can bring it away, and this is worrying now as they come forward. So 3 on 3, Agumang inside left channel, getting towards the byline, has to pull it back and goes all the way back to Cordell. He fires it back over the top to Agumang, cross it, Horsewood with the shot, and it's blocked away for a corner kick. Jenkinson now on halfway into Williams, Di Girolamo, Massey, very deep from where I wanted to be, switches that ball out to Anakin on the right hand side. Anakin at the byline now, can he get the crossing, pulls it back to Rollins, gives it back, little interplay between the two, Rollins back to Anakin again, cross, Williams is free and the header is straight at Crowley. And the difference between this game and the last game is that when Sutton Coldfield got those chances, they were finding the back of the net with those headers. We don't there. Although Massey gets the ball again, he'll look out to the right for Anakin, he's into the box, byline, gets the cross in, header at the far stick. We've hit the woodwork now and it's cleared away, and there was a flag up there. I'm not sure who against. Boyd now will roll that short to Hutchins, Anakin on the right, quickly to Rollins. We're playing with a little bit more urgency to our game now. As Rollins up to Anakin, who's got a bit of space, looks for that cross, and it's a poor ball, and Crowley quickly will get the ball away, but it's a really poor ball, and Hutchins can deal with it. His lump ball though is sloppy, and that's cut out, and now Cordell has it in the left fullback position. Brigata gets it, but Anakin dispossesses it. Williams now in the centre circle, Clements out to the right on Rollins. Rollins now with a little bit of space, gets towards the byline, gets the cross in, and the penalty being given, I'm not sure what for. I think there may have been a push there, and it's a penalty kick with 5 minutes left. Lewis Clements is going to step up, and Lewis Clements scores. It's never in doubt when he steps up from the spot. It's only his 3rd goal of the season, but we lead with 5 minutes to go. Absolutely crucial there. It's a great penalty into the corner of the net. Keeper gets nowhere near it, and it's 1-0, and the time now is ebbing away. Oh, there's one last highlight. I thought we were going to get through. Probably should have dropped us back from attacking, as that ball to the left hand side, and Davison Gordon, he'll try and get the cross in. Let's not concede another header from across, please. Bianga, he hits the shot. We don't. We concede a 20-yard goal, and 4 minutes after going 1-up, we're pegged back with 30 seconds of normal time left on the clock, and it looks like this game is going to end as a draw. 1-1 draw against Walsall Wood, not good enough. A penalty from Lewis Clements after what seemed to be a push in the box, but then we concede 4 minutes later. There's no point in getting a lead that late in the game if we're just going to throw it away. Our XG absolutely trumped theirs, 2.7 to a 0.57. We were the dominant team. We created a number of opportunities. We hit the woodwork at least once, but we've come away with a 1-1 draw. It's not a defeat, but are we going to go on this curse now of not being able to get back-to-back results on camera, because this is 1 win in 2 episodes now, and it's not good enough. Right, let's end this episode with a win. We've got a home game against 17th place Belper. A couple of changes made. Boyd in goal, Bagan, Jenkinson, Hutchins and Anakin, Williams and Flickcroft in midfield, DJ Rolamo on the left, Rollins on the right, Hughes behind Massey. We need a win. Let's not end this episode with no wins. Considering how we were off camera, this has been somewhat of a little bit of a curse, especially considering last episode we only got that 1 win in those 4 games that we played. Let's get into it. We need a win. Nothing else matters here. Hinckley LRFC versus Belper. Hiss are definitely on in the mud. They've got 1-0 up, and Hutchins heads the ball over there with our first highlight of the game. They've got 1-0 up in 3 minutes at home against Chasetown, and Wharton now has the ball for Belper. Don't need to put any press on the goalkeeper. He can hang on to the ball for as long as he likes. Rollins into Massey, looking for a bit of space to tackle. Ball to Hughes, and he's hit the woodwork, and it's cleared away. Anakin now, on the right hand side, on the touchline, into Flitcroft. Williams, Flitcroft, Hutchins. Nice little interchange of passes here. Not really going anywhere at the moment. That long ball is cut out, and we know the long ball doesn't work. Yet the players sometimes try it. Well done by bagging there to win it back. Gives it to Jenkinson. Williams now. Jenkinson, Hughes, Massey, Rollins. Nice little interchange of play, and Rollins fires it in for his third goal of the season. He scored in the opening game of this season. I think it was the FA Cup tie he scored in, and that's only his third goal of the season. It's a fantastic strike from Jay Rollins. Nice little play. One touch pass in. Massey gave it to Rollins, turned past his man, and he fires the ball into the bottom corner, and it's 1-0 midway through the first half. Right, outswinging corner. And it's a great save, and it's put in by Charlie Moore, and we've conceded once again just after going ahead, and that is so frustrating. And we come again. Massey, deep, gives it to Rollins. The tackle goes in, but Talek's in behind, and Talek scores off the bench to get his first goal of the season in a position where I wasn't expecting him to be. The tackle came in, and he just broke to Talek, who's in behind the fullback. You see him there on the far left of your screen. The tackle came in, and he just fell to him. Good first touch to set himself, and a great finish, a striker's-like finish into the far corner, and it's 2-1. Looks short for Hutchins. Now Boyd goes long, and that's very poor as we've given the ball away. 90 seconds on the clock. Bagan can deal with that, gives it to Jenkinson, and Bagan looks long this time, and Massey wins the header. Massey again, inside the centre circle. Williams, Benson. That's a poor ball, and they come again. Sykes, back to Woodcock. Down the line, Sykes is in behind the defence, gets a cross in, and it's a goal by Marquette, and we've conceded in stoppage time once again. And we're going to end the episode without a victory. Just as the time fully elapsed, just as the 93 minutes ended, Sykes' ball in, and Marquette was behind the centre-back, and he just strokes it into the back of the net, and we've given it away with possibly the last kick of the game. Was there an offside there? No, it was a square ball. Oh, is there going to be a highlight here? There's 30 seconds over the allotted time. Hughes has the ball now. Flitcroft into Massey. Out to the right side and Talek. Got to be a good ball. Gets it in. Header. And it's tipped onto the bar. And that will be the end of the game now as Powell brings it out. Fired clear. Please don't let there be another chance. This is Johnson's in behind. Johnson to the byline. Pulls it back. And Boyd tips it away and Bagan can clear. And we end this episode with a 2-2 draw with a 94th minute equaliser conceded. We're 1 point clear of Histon right now. Coventry United, who beat us in the last episode when they were down in, I think it was 16th, are third in the table. They've put a good run of form together. We stay top, but we go an episode here without a victory. 2 draws and a defeat. Not good enough. We're going to play off camera, play probably a couple more games. We're going to come back probably sometime in March. We won't go to the end of the season just yet. That'll probably be in 2 episodes' time. But we need to break this camera curse. We've won 1 game in 2 episodes on camera now, and it really isn't good enough. And that is the end of the episode. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you next time, and hopefully we can break this curse that we've got going at the minute.